Well, a bill introduced in the Nebraska legislature today would create a board to cap prescription drug costs. The board would review 12 medications a year and recommend an upper limit based off the price of similar medications or what they cost in other countries. KETV News Watch 7's Sean McKinnon breaks down that bill.
For a month now, Shirley Williams has stopped taking her diabetes and kidney prescription, and not because she wants to.
Well, the Farxiga, I haven't taken it since January.
Because it's costing how much?
$277 a month.
That nearly $300 medication cuts into her budget, and $600 of pills for her World War II veteran father leave her struggling.
Do I get my medication? Do I pay the gas bill? Do I buy food? That's what elderly people go through.
It's that choice between life-saving meds and food on your plate that Senator Carol Blood is trying to stop Nebraskans from having to make.
We know that not just in Nebraska, but across the United States, that there are people that are having to decide between whether they're going to eat or pay for their medication. And that seems wrong.
Her bill for a drug affordability board has been implemented in other states, like Colorado. The board would review comparable medication costs at home and abroad and put an upper limit on what consumers have to pay.
When you pay 100 times more in the United States than you do in another country, that tells you that it's likely that you're being overcharged.
At the bill's hearing Tuesday, a lobbyist from Colorado came to Lincoln in opposition.
It is really not clear how an upper payment limit would operate. It's still an open question as no state has done it yet.
But Blood says lobbyists showing up means Big Pharma is pumping money into Nebraska to oppose her effort, like ads showing up on people's phones while they're in the Capitol.
They're saying that by creating this board, it's going to make prices go up. But that is not what has happened in other states.
She says the federal government won't take action. It's up to the states.
So I don't have any hope that Congress will ever do anything about this, but I do have hope that Nebraska will do the right thing.
That would be great. That would be awesome. Because then you know how much you're going to have to put out of pocket.
Sean McKinnon.